Make the best creamy rice pudding recipe. Rice pudding is something that you can turn leftover rice into. If you make the pudding extra creamy, you will have not only a great tasting dish but also a very healthy one. If you perfect this kind of dish, the whole family will never again be mad over leftover rice at home. So to start giving your family the treat, follow this guide for the best creamy rice pudding dish. Get all the ingredients ready. Prepare the following ingredients: 2 cups of cooked rice, 2 cups of milk, 2 eggs, half a cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, dried cranberries, raisins, or cherries, and nutmeg. Know the right rice to use to achieve a creamy rice pudding. Though leftover rice is the most commonly used rice for the pudding, it is important that the rice is of great quality. For instance, sticky Jasmine and Basmati rice will both work well to give you the creamy rice pudding you desire. On the other hand, the long-grain regular American rice is not a good option for this recipe. Prepare the casserole dish for the rice and the rest of the ingredients. The casserole dish is what you will be using in baking the rice pudding. At this point, preheat your oven at around 350 degrees. Then, measure 2 cups of rice and put it into the dish. Beat the eggs and milk in a separate mixing bowl. Pour in the eggs, sugar, milk, and salt into the mixing bowl. Mix all these ingredients in until the mixture is smooth enough. Pour this mixture over the rice inside the casserole dish. Add your preferred dried fruit in the dish. Toss in your favorite dried fruits in the dish such as cranberries, raisins, or cherries. Stir the mixture in the dish so that the dried fruits will be evenly distributed all throughout the mixture. However, if you do not want fruits in your creamy rice pudding, you can skip this step. Once done, sprinkle the top of the mixture with a good portion of ground nutmeg. Bake the creamy rice pudding. Prepare a baking pan that can hold the casserole dish inside. Then, fill the pan with around 1 inch deep of water. Position it in the oven and wait 1 hour and a few minutes. If you prefer, you can test whether the pudding is ready or not. To do this, insert a knife in the middle portion of the pudding. If the knife turns out clean, the pudding is ready. Take the pudding out of the oven and let it cool. Serve the creamy rice pudding. Do not wait until the pudding is too cold before you serve it. It is best to be eaten when still warm. Top it with whipped cream for a better appeal and taste. There are a lot of other variations of creamy rice pudding. However, this recipe is not only one of the best but also the easiest to make. There is even a version of this dish that needs not be baked in an oven. No matter how you make this creamy rice pudding, one thing is for sure. Your whole family will discover something great and delicious about this recipe made from your usual leftover rice.